Good morning, children. As yesterday I told you that today I am going to give you the revision of your third chapter, that is nature of matter. So let us have one quick short revision of that chapter which is going to come in the exam also. So all the things in this world is made up of matter, and matter has weight and it occupies space. Obviously it is obvious. So there are three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. You can see in this picture the particles are closely packed in the solid, that's why it has a definite shape. And in liquids they do not have a definite shape and they occupy in the space from wherever we are keeping that. So you can see in this picture the particles are not so closely packed comparatively to solid. And last is about gas. The particles are freely moving here and there, that's why gas is not having any shape. Okay children, so the gases do not have definite shape and occupy the entire space where it is available. Okay, so nextly we are going to learn about this in the detail. See, in the first picture, solid particles are closely packed. It has definite rigid shape, fixed shape and fixed volume. And in liquid, not rigid, it has no fixed shape and no fixed volume. In the gas, it is not at all rigid, no fixed shape and no fixed volume. So by this picture you can understand, you may have understand about the flexibility of different types of states of matter. Now coming to the next, our next topic is miscible and immiscible liquids. So the two liquids that completely dissolve in each other, means completely mixes with each other, are called miscible liquids. So next point is two liquids that are not miscible are called immiscible liquids. Later on I'll give you examples of this. First of all, listen carefully. The liquids which are getting mixed with each other very nicely are called miscible, and which are not getting mixed with each other are called immiscible. You can see in the next picture, see this liquid A and liquid B, it is not mixed. Okay, and in the next picture, liquid A and liquid B totally droplets are formed. So that is the difference between miscible and immiscible liquid. For the immiscible liquids, I can give you the example of oil and water. When you mix that oil and water, it is not getting mixed together, so they are called immiscible liquids. Okay children, our next topic is transparent, translucent. So what is transparent materials? When light passes straight to a material, means when we can see through a material clearly, that is called transparent material. Example, glasses, okay, through which we can see clearly. See, next is translucent material. Light can pass but scatters. Materials means material, from material you can see the here and there, but little bit you can say blurry. Okay, so the translucent material, the material which let the light pass to them but not clearly, so that are called translucent. And the next last one is opaque, through which we cannot see at all, are called opaque material. Example, any solid substance, book, cardboard, etc. Next topic is good conductor and the bad conductors of electricity. So the materials which let the heat and current pass through them are called good conductors of heat and electricity, while those who does not allow this are called bad or poor conductors of heat and electricity. Our next and the very important topic is diffusion. So what is diffusion children? It is very important. The normal tendency of a liquid or gas to spread uniformly within other solids, liquid or gas is called diffusion, or in other words, you can say the process of mixing two different types of particles together is called diffusion. So diffusion becomes faster on heating, okay, and diffusion is a property of matter and it is based on the motion of particles. Or like example I can say you, we can smell perfume in all the corners of room while we are keeping the bottle open in the one corner of the room. Why? Because it happens because of diffusion. Molecules are traveling here and there and perfume is spreading all over in the room. So now you have understood. Now I have cleared you all the points, important points of this third lesson. And once again I am saying you, in the exam MCQs are going to come, so don't take it lightly, read it very seriously whatever I have taught you. Okay children, thank you.